Hello, my name is Haley, and today I will be presenting my venture Yard Aid. So, traditional yard care services can be expensive, especially for our vulnerable populations, such as the elderly, disabled, and our veterans. And unsafe yard conditions can increase risk of injury happening again or occurring in the first place. So, for example, a driveway that's covered in ice and snow can lead to a slip and a fall, and your overgrown lawn can lead to fines in the area. And our neighbor and family support is awesome, but it's unreliable, especially if you don't have friends or family in the area or a neighbor is busy with their own yard. So our solution is that we are a platform that connects those in need to service providers and volunteers in the area who are interested in giving back to their community. This is done through a buy one, give one model. So for example, when someone in your area buys a lawn service through Yard Aid, they give one to a neighbor in need. And professionals perform equipment heavy tasks such as lawn mowing and snow plowing, and our volunteers handle lighter tasks such as seasonal tasks with cleaning up yards or raking leaves or planting a garden or pulling weeds. Smaller tasks like that would be performed by students or other volunteers in the area. Why is this so relevant right now? The 65 and over population is rising by 3.1% according to the US Census Bureau, and over 26.2 million people are injured due to accidents every year. So that leads to a lot of the population unable to perform their everyday yard tasks. And there's also a growing popularity in the buy one, give one model. Businesses like Bombas and Tom's have been successful in this particular business model because people want to know that their money is going towards a good cause while they're also benefiting themselves as a consumer. And increasingly, schools are requiring volunteer hours to graduate, and volunteers and students do have that desire to give back to those less fortunate. So we're talking about the area of Manistee County, and over 89% of the population are homeowners, and 28% of the population is 65 plus, which is 1.5 more than the national average, according to the census reporter. And 8% of our population in Manistee County has veteran status. So that is our market share for this venture. We're really targeting millennial and Gen X homeowners, particularly elderly, disabled, injured, and veterans as well. So our millennial and Gen X homeowners would be our buy one portion of our business model, and we would give one to an elderly, disabled, injured, or veteran in our area. And we operate on a hybrid revenue model. We are primarily an intermediary model since we're connecting those in need with service providers, and the service providers are able to connect with those in the area. But we also rely on volunteers and donations and grants. So that's where our hybrid revenue model comes in. And our value proposition is to offer yard services to homeowners who are seeking to give back in their community. Our motto is yard care covered for you and your neighbors. Our go-to market strategy is to develop strategic partnerships with those in the area, such as community organizations like the Amory Youth Project and trusted professionals like L&K Lawn Care. And we would also want to connect with schools in the area, particularly the high school, where senior service hours are required to graduate, because this would be a great way for students to get those senior service hours, add it to their resume, and give back to their community. And our pricing strategy is a slightly more premium price because of our buy one, give one model, but we will remain competitive to match our mission-driven value. We are primarily going to rely on referrals at first. When we partner with a local lawn care company, we are hoping that a lot of their customers might want to join Yard Aid and actually purchase their service through Yard Aid. So they're doing the buy one, give one model. And we also want to build trust in our community through local events and going to Chamber of Commerce events, as well as seasonal campaigns, really targeting people during the winter months when snow plowing is needed, also during times where yard cleanup is needed, and especially during warmer months when people need to mow their lawns. We are going to primarily focus on digital marketing just to keep costs low, as well as door to door marketing and word of mouth. We really want to get out there in the community and explain who we are and why they should switch to Yard Aid. So, our competition is like local lawn services because they have existing customers and a positive reputation, but they're lacking the social impact that Yard Aid provides. And customers are more likely to spend a more premium price if they know it will benefit someone in need. There's also a organization called Raising Men and Women, and they do provide free lawn care from children, and but that's at the discretion of their parents. So you are relying on children and their parents, which has a lack of reliability, whereas we would be reliable because we're relying on professionals as well as our volunteers. Another competitor would be Thumbtack and Angie. They have nationwide recognition and they are connecting service providers to customers, but they don't have the social impact as well as they don't have a local trust. They might have brand recognition, but it doesn't mean that they have local trust in the community. Our primary revenue model is going to be our intermediation revenue model, connecting local businesses with customers in need. Our largest upfront cost when we're first starting will be our Shopify and a platform like Calendar, which would be about $79 a month because our website is our location since we're not going to have a traditional brick and mortar location. 70% of our revenue will go back to the service provider. We keep 30% to pay for costs like the websites as well as administrative tasks. And we are really hoping for supporting revenue through donations and grants like AARP's Community Challenge Grant. So our projected first year revenue is $32,400 with donations and grants at $7,500, and we're hoping to get more. Currently, our concept is developed and our revenue and business model is defined, but in the next 6 to 12 months, we want to secure those crucial partnerships with local community organizations and local businesses. We want to launch our website, so we're ready to go, and we want to perform our first services. After that, in 18 to 24 months, we're hoping to secure more funding through grants and donations in the community. And we want to do this by expanding our marketing efforts, which will expand our outreach to neighboring counties and areas. And we invite you to become an important part of your community by partnering with us.